Hey, good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are all doing well out there. We're doing just fine over here. So I want to do a real quick video. This is something that was brought to my attention. I got an email the other day from one of our new people. I think his name is Serge or Sergey. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it. But he asked if I had a video on carving our little campfire template. And I don't think I've ever carved this before, or at least I don't recall that I have. So I'm going to carve that on camera here. Again, this is just going to be a real quick video. And there's a couple different ways to do this. I've kind of played around with it, and I think doing the inside flames, doing those outset, I think is the best way to go. Because whenever possible, if I'm going to color something with a Sharpie, which is what I'm going to do on here, I like it to be outset, so it's a nice flat surface. Anyway, you guys will see as we go along. So first tip of the day. It's supposed to be 111 here today, and I'm sure it's not quite that yet out here on the porch. But in the summertime, if you guys have to deal with heat, I would keep these in the refrigerator. That's what I do. And with the ink, if you're using the black ink, the same. So the extreme heat, I don't think is real good for these cans. It causes, on the ink, it causes it to come out almost dry and it get real powdery. On the primer, not so much, but it comes out much faster, and it already comes out really fast with this tip, but if it's hot, it comes out even faster yet. So just a tip for you if you guys have heat wherever you're at. So let's just jump right into it. I've got my profile bit in, and I'm going to be setting it pretty shallow, probably like a 1/16 in order to do those flames. So I've got a combination of carving the wood away, which would be inset, and then going around the outset as far as the logs go. You guys will see as I make that transition. Here we go. Let's see. I think that's the best angle for you. guys. So what I did was, again, I was carving basically the wood, carving that inset. And when I come down here, I want these logs, I really want those to be outset like the actual inside of the flames. So it's kind of a combination. From here, I transition, I went ahead and finished all of this, and then I wanted these actually to be outset. So here's what we're going to do. That's really all there is to it. I'm going to spray this, and then when I come back, we'll sand it off, and then we'll color it, see how it looks. All right, so I'm going to use my disc sander. I've got my 60 on here because this is kind of a hard board. I'm not sure even what material this is. Just a piece of scrap I found. It looks like blue pine to me, but I'm not sure. Here we go. Yes.
It is open?
Yeah. All right. So that's what it looks like, all carved. Now I'm going to put some color on it. So these are just some little pens that I picked up. I don't even know where I got these. I've had them for a while.
I think we had them on Amazon. I think they're in our Amazon store.
Oh, really? Okay. So they have, they've got two different tips on them. A really super fine tip. And then they've got one that is a little bit wider. I don't know why that's sticking out like that. A little bit wider. So, now, when coloring flames, your guess is as good as mine. I'm just going to color it kind of red and yellow, and I'm certainly not an artist or good at this at all. In fact, I'm going to put on my cheaters so I can see those lines, because those are some pretty thin lines. So you guys are probably better at this, and you could probably do some research online to see what works. Anyway, when it comes to this kind of stuff, I'm not good at all, guys. I just kind of wing it. So I'm just going to I'm going to do the tips yellow, which I never could figure out whether the tips should be yellow or the internal part of the flame should be yellow. But this is what I'm doing. So, you know, you guys probably want to figure out what works best for you, what you like, and if you happen to be an artist, then God bless you. Because I am certainly not that. I can follow a line with a router and somewhat follow a line with a marker, but I think you guys are getting the idea. That's why I try to always talk Vicky into doing my coloring, but I didn't even ask her on this. So what am I doing wrong, babe? Nothing. Would you be doing it differently?
That's probably what I'd be doing.
See, I should have made that. And I'm trying to hurry here too, which is that's a recipe for disaster. See, I got over the edge there. These are actually pretty good little markers, though. I normally use Sharpies, but I've used, probably a dozen different.
Paint pens and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, we've used paint pens. I've used different.
Sorry, guys. There's baby birds up in a nest above us there.
Oops, I forgot a flame right there. I forgot a yellow. That should be yellow if I'm trying to stay consistent. Yeah, we've got. This is nesting season for the birds out here, so they anything that's outside, you never can tell where you're going to find a bird's nest. Anyway, we've had this Campfire template for, gosh, years. And I may have carved it before. It seems like I did, but I certainly couldn't find a video where I did. And I do get this question once in a while, like, what should be inset, what should be outset? And this, this is just my take on it. You guys could carve it completely different. Now, we've done videos before where Dad and I both had shown how to blend, if you're doing inset carving, how to kind of blend yellow and red, and Dad was always really good at that. And I think we have a video on that somewhere, as far as like blending colors. As a matter of fact, if I can find it, I'll put in the caption across the screen right now what video you can go look at to see that, where we blend colors, spray colors. We kind of blend them to give that that cool look. All right, so now I need to yellow up there, and now you don't need to, but you could go with brown on these logs. I'll just
cap your red pen. It's going to dry
oh
out. Out here it will take about 3 seconds to dry out.
Yeah, again, this is the warm part of the year, so I'm not sure that I would go with this brown on these logs, but it doesn't look bad. Just doesn't show up very much. And then if you really wanted to get fancy, you could put like the tips of the logs. It's almost impossible to do on a layout template to have like the round end at the log, at the end of the log. Anyway.
If it was a stencil, that would work, not a cutout like that.
Yeah. Anyway, that gives you an idea of what the brown logs would look like. I'm not sure whether I like the brown or just leave it natural. But anyway, that is it, you guys. Again, like I say, a really quick video. And when you put clear on that, in fact, I'm going to go grab a can of clear, because that's one thing that I really like about you guys can still hear me, even though I'm walking in, because I've got the lapel mic. So one thing that I really like about the using the little felt pens like that is when you put clear on them, it really makes that color like explode. Let me see, make a liar out of me. It really makes the colors come out. Anyway, that's not too bad. But that's, again, I just wanted to do a quick video on that. So I've got this to reference for some future date when somebody says, hey, how do you do that campfire? Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. We love you. If you have any questions, please email me directly, eric@makeawoodsign.com. And if you need any supplies, there's the website, makeawoodsign.com. And oh, by the way, since we're here and you guys will be seeing this, we need an email from you. Please email us if you plan to go to our meetup in Texas on July 10th and 11th down in Cedar Park, Texas. It's going to be, the event is actually on the 11th, pretty much all day. We've got the pavilion there at Milburn Park. We can give you all the details on it, but we really would like to get a head count of who's going to be there or how many people are going to be there. So if you're planning on coming down and seeing us down there, we hope to meet you in person, and we'd love to get an email from you. Just say, yeah, my plan is to be there. That way we can kind of get an idea. Anyway, guys, thanks again so much. We love you. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.